every year we have a Friendsgiving, Thanksgiving, where friends of ours are coming over. They're a family of 4. That makes 9. My dad's coming. That makes 10. 5 adults, 5 children, 4 dogs. That's what we're going to end up with this year for Thanksgiving holiday. And I'm sort of mapping that out, grocery shopping, and I thought I would share our plans with you in this video in case you need any little holiday dinner planning motivation. I don't know where I got these, but these were just blank ones in my recipe binder this year. There's not a name on them, or I would tell you where I got them, but it's a recipe menu planner and a schedule for Thanksgiving. I made a list in my phone of things I wanted to talk to you about in this video. So my Thanksgiving prep and plan is going to be, what I'm going to share with you is my menu, our timeline, the appliances we use to accomplish that timeline, how I'm getting my groceries, how I'm getting my turkey this year, my serving dish trick, which I have it set up here to show you, some activities I have for the plan for the kids, my plan to feed 10 people at one table, and some linens and our place settings. That's what is spinning around in my head. So now I'm going to brain dump it into this video with you now. Okay, so our menu, my friend and I sat down and planned who's going to do what. In no particular order other than the brain dump that she and I did together on this. We're having turkey. I'm getting my turkey this year from a local turkey farm. It's like an hour from us. I pre-ordered it. We're gonna go pick it up on Tuesday. That's the first time we're getting a local turkey instead of a frozen turkey from the grocery store. I'm really excited about that. Andy brines our turkey a day or two before Thanksgiving, so that'll be part of our Thanksgiving schedule plan. Gravy. I keep it so simple. I do jarred Heinz gravy because my mother did jarred Heinz gravy. It is what I am familiar with. It is now what my children are familiar with. But Andy's also going to make gravy, homemade gravy as well. But we just have this too. Rolls. I will probably make rolls from scratch the day before the morning of. Deviled eggs. Always have deviled eggs on our holiday menus. Mashed potatoes. My mother's sweet potato recipe. Green bean casserole, mashed English sweet potatoes, sourdough stuffing, cranberry sauce. We're also going to have roasted potatoes. Yes, that's 3 potatoes. The sweet potatoes, like all of us like, so I'm going to continue that tradition for my mother. Mashed potatoes, because you have mashed potatoes with turkey and gravy. And the roasted potatoes is for one of our 10 who doesn't like sweet potatoes and mashed potatoes and wants roasted potatoes this year. Why not? We have potatoes. We will make roasted potatoes as well. Desserts, chocolate pie and cheesecake and lemon bars. My friend is going to make the roasted potatoes, the mashed English sweet potatoes, and the sourdough stuffing. I don't know if she's making that at her house and bringing it, or if we're doing it together on Wednesday, if we're doing it together on Thursday. That part of the timeline hasn't quite been fleshed out. The timeline. I started with deviled eggs at 6 a.m. because you knock those out and stick them in the fridge for the day. That's as far as I got before I quit and came back later, days later, with a different pen. All right, so we're figuring the turkey's gonna go in around 9-10 o'clock. It's an 18 to 20 pound turkey that I'm picking up. We cook it in an oven bag and it's been brined, so it should take between 3 and 4 hours roughly. We go by temperature. And then it has to sit and rest. After the turkey goes in, we are going to prep the sweet potatoes to be able to bake them. We're going to make the chocolate pie. We're going to make mashed potatoes. We're going to prep the green bean casserole. The kids are going to set the table. When the turkey comes out, the sweet potatoes go in, the roasted potatoes go in, the green bean casserole goes in, and then right before everything goes onto the table, we're going to heat up the gravy and plate the cranberry. We're targeting to eat around 2 or 2:15. I don't know where the mashed sweet potatoes fits in the timeline. The sourdough stuffing fits into the timeline. On Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, I'm going to make the lemon bars and the cheesecake, and Andy will brine the turkey if he hasn't done that already. Speaking of going on the table, this is a trick that my mother did. My mother used to host like 50 people for Thanksgiving, our entire family. She used to put all of her serving dishes, everything in place on the table. And then she would have folding tables like lined up next to each other And so we would have 3 or 4 tables just going from our one end of our dining room all the way into our living room and around. So everybody was at the same table, but it was one just extended long table. And she would put all of the plates, all the serving, all of the place settings out, and she would put all of her serving dishes in place the night before with a little label in the bowl or on the plate. And then as things were brought or she prepared them, when she was ready to serve everything at the table, she would just shout, "I'm ready for mashed potatoes." And whoever was on table duty that year, whatever child, usually me, had to go find all the bowls labeled mashed potatoes, which would have been like 3 or 4 bowls. So in my example here, I have labeled stuffing and mashed potatoes. But what I'm doing in advance is creating the labels. And then when the kids come, one of their activities is going to be helping me set the table with the right label for the right bowl. Appliances. So the oven has the turkey going for the 3 to 4 hours. Once the turkey comes out to rest, then other things go into bake. Sweet potatoes, any of the potatoes, well, the sweet potatoes, the roast potatoes, and the green bean casserole go into bake. On the stove top will be possibly the stuffing, the mashed sweet potatoes, the gravy. In the Instant Pot will be the mashed potatoes. The deviled eggs will be done in the fridge. The cheesecake, chocolate pie, and lemon bars will be done and in the fridge. And whatever I decide to do about rolls, that'll go into the mix somewhere. If I bake them in the morning before the turkey, or if I just buy them, to be determined. It's a mystery yet to be solved this week. And that is how I use all the appliances. So I will use probably every pot I have and the Instant Pot. So that's how we're going to use the appliances with the timeline with the menu. I have 6 black chairs at my 8-foot table that comfortably seat 6, 3 on each side. That's for the adults and maybe and probably my oldest. And then on the ends, we put we also have 4 like lightly colored brown chairs. We put those at the end for each of the kids. I like everybody eating together, and I just don't have another table that I can tack on to the end. I could take probably maybe my white kitchen table and move it there, but it's not the same height. So, but that's how we did it the last 2 years, and it worked out absolutely fine. The youngest 2 sit together and the girls sit together, and everybody's happy and eating. The kids don't sit there that long and eat anyway. Some of the activities I'm going to have them do, I'm going to have them set the table. I'm going to have them label all the serving bowls. They are going to do some Art Hub for Kids. That's a YouTube channel that is directed drawing, and they have a bunch of turkey and Thanksgiving things up there, so they can do that. They just sit in our living room at our coffee table and just do Art Hub for Kids. I'm going to go to the dollar store and see if there's any like fun painting crafts or any kind of Thanksgiving kits that they can put together. Maybe Michael's will have something too. Just something to occupy them for the whole day while my friend and I are in the kitchen cooking. My husband does turkey, and then myself and my friend do everything else. I have 10 place settings for plates, bowls, silverware, everything. Place mats. I don't have any chargers or anything to put under the plates as a decorative approach, but that's okay. I have plenty of cloth tablecloths, and this year the dollar store sucked me in and I grabbed one of these plastic ones. I might use this for the kids' crafts if they're going to do that, and then just some Thanksgiving napkins, although I have cloth napkins that we usually use. That's my plan for Thanksgiving for 10 this year. I hope you are enjoying a good kickoff to your holiday season, however it is you celebrate. I appreciate you being here with me today. I hope you're doing well, and here's another video for you to watch next. Take care.